Welcome back. Now starting from this lecture, we are going to look at financial ratios. A financial ratio expresses one financial quantity with respect to another and conveys some aspect of a company's performance or valuation. For example, one common ratio is net profit margin, which is calculated by using the net income and dividing the net income by revenue. This ratio essentially tells you the percentage of revenue in excess of all its costs, which results in a profit for the company. For example, this ratio can be used to answer the question that which company is more profitable when comparing two or more companies. Let's look at an example. Say company A has 100,000 as net income, while company B has 200,000 as net income. So you see that the company B generates twice as much net income as company A. But if company A revenue is 2 million, while the company B revenue is 6 million, you see that the profit margin of company A is given by 100,000 divided by 2 million, which is 5%, while the profit margin for company B is given by 200,000 divided by 6 million, which is close to 3.33%. So company A generates $5 profit for every $100 in revenue, while company B generates $3.33 profit for every $100 revenue. Hence, actually, the company A is more profitable despite the fact that the company B is reporting higher revenue and net profit. However, this analysis does not tell us why company A is more profitable than company B, and we would need to dig deeper to answer that question. Now, ratio analysis enables investors to evaluate past performance, assess the current financial position of the company, and gain insights useful for projecting the future results. The ratios serve as an indicator of some aspect of a company's performance. We have listed these various aspects here. The first aspect is the company's financial flexibility or ability to obtain cash required to grow and meet its obligation. The next aspect may be the management's ability to manage a company efficiently. Also, the ratios will help you track the changes in the company or industry over time. Also, ratio analysis enhances the comparability of a company with its peer companies or with the relevant industry. Theoretically, it is possible to calculate a number of ratios, but for our purposes, we are going to categorize ratios based on what aspect of performance a ratio is intended to measure. Common ratio categories includes activity ratios, liquidity ratios, solvency ratios, profitability ratios, and valuation ratios. Let's briefly see the definitions of these different categories, and then we will have a look at few of the ratios in each of the categories. The first category of financial ratio is the activity ratio. Activity ratios measure how effectively a company performs its day-to-day tasks, such as the collection of receivables and the management of inventory. The next category of financial ratio is the liquidity ratio, which measures the company's ability to meet its short-term obligations. Then you have the solvency ratios, which measures the company's ability to meet its long-term obligations. The next category of ratios is the profitability ratios, which measures the company's ability to generate profits from its resources. Then you have the valuation ratios, which measures the quantity of an asset or cash flow associated with the ownership of a company's share. One should understand that these ratios are not mutually exclusive. For example, if there is an activity ratio that measures how quickly the company collects its receivables due from its customers, it is also useful in assessing the company's liquidity because the collection of revenues increases the cash available to the company. Now, in the next few videos, we'll look at a variety of ratios associated with each of these categories.